What's going on, Show Nation? It's Movie with Movie Gaming TV, and in today's video, I'm going to recap the next gen feature premiere stream that Sony San Diego just put out. I'm going to give you all the information that you need to know from that. We also got some more legend reveals for the Set 42 Team Affinity series. I revealed a card today as well. I revealed the Royals card. Be sure to check out that video. I revealed Salvador Perez. They gave us the attributes too, which is amazing. That was awesome. Just, so we can see what the card looks like. Shelfie and Fuzzy did their reveals as well. I'm going to point you towards their channels though. Make sure you go check it out, especially on their Twitter. They'll have their videos over there so you can see, one was a Cleveland player, one was a Philadelphia player. Those are their two favorite teams. Mine was the Royals. That's why I was rocking with the Royals. Check out that video. I've been recapping all of them, but we did have 5 new legends. Let's get into that, and then we'll talk about more later in the video. I'll give you more details about Stadium Creator if you're interested in Stadium Creator. So the first things first, we did get 5 new legend reveals for the 42 series. So the 42 series will also have Hank Aaron, Frank Thomas, Babe Ruth, Cal Ripken Jr., and Pedro Martinez. So the 42 series is getting really, really stacked. That's just one way of looking at it. If you're going no money spent this year, the 42 series is going to be your best friend. It's also going to be the best friend of money spent players as well, because there's a lot of high tier diamonds that for the first months of Diamond Dynasty, it's usually a combination of team affinity rewards, the main collection, and live series itself. So you're kind of going to combine all of those to make the best team. And until we get more content later on in the game, those are kind of going to be like the cards that you're going to want to have in that super stacked lineup if you're trying to go up through the ranked seasons online mode, which is that's typically the mode I like to play the most. So that's these cards are going to be really important, choosing which ones you're going to want. And we had those legend 42 packs that you get if you get the top tier game pre-ordered. So you're gonna be able to choose 2 of these. I'm leaning towards taking King Griffey Jr. and one of them. I'm gonna be looking at Hank Aaron. I really like Frank Thomas, and then obviously you can go through the teams and the team affinity and try to get some from there. And we'll have to see what some of the rewards are, but I'm really, really looking forward to these cards. Now let's go ahead and talk about Stadium Creator. So I took some notes during the stream itself, and also before we get into this, the Diamond Dynasty stream is next week. So if you watch me, I imagine you really like Diamond Dynasty, because that's my main focus is making Diamond Dynasty content. That's my favorite mode. The Diamond Dynasty content is going to be next week, and it's supposed to be super lit. I can't wait for you guys to see it. I cannot wait for you guys to see it. It's going to be incredible. Let's get into the Stadium Creator stuff though. So they've been working on Stadium Creator for actually 10 years. The guy said he's been programming for years. 2019 to 2021 is when they really got things rolling on it. You can create up to 30 stadiums, and there's also 30 template starter stadiums within it. So there's going to be 30 new created stadiums within it that you can edit. So you can either edit one of their templates, or you can really start from scratch. There's going to be over 1,000 props in the game, over 1,000 props to edit to your heart's. I mean, that's a lot of different props that you can have within the game. Everything is like a puzzle piece that can be locked together. Let's talk about the batter's eye as well. So they talk a lot about how they made a big emphasis about how you cannot mess with the batter's eye. You can't put certain stuff in the way of the batter's eye. Maybe someone will find some way to mess with it, but hopefully not. There's really 2 realms of Stadium Creator. Let me put it this way. There's online stadium creation, the stadiums that are going to be good for online and are allowed online. And then there's going to be the offline mode where you can just go crazy and have fun. So for the online mode, they really made an emphasis of you not being able to mess with the batter's eye, because that's a #1 thing. You don't want to have a white sign in the background where the pitcher's about to release the ball, because you can't pick up the ball while out of the pitcher's hand. So they've really tried to mitigate that when it comes to the batter's eye. That's a huge focus. There's going to be some new props, and there's going to be some props from other stadiums. So you're going to see some of the props come over from other stadiums. I think I saw like the Royals main scoreboard is like one of the older props that you can move over, and then there's a ton of new props that they created from scratch. You know, there's farmhouses, there's dinosaurs, there's like 150-foot trees. Like the snow level looks like, or the snow stadium, I should say, looks crazy. Like there's a lot of room for creativity. Let me explain how the fence works too. So if there's 150 wall presets is the way that they're phrasing it, 150 wall presets. If you edit one of those wall presets at all, the stadium cannot be used online. What am I going to probably do when I create my stadium? I like bandbox stadiums. I like smaller stadiums that allow for a lot more home runs. So I personally like to play at Ship It Stadium. I know that's not a super popular thing. Just everyone has to do what they like to do. I like to play the bandbox stadiums because I like games where like there's a lot of home runs that get hit. That's just how I've always liked to play MLB The Show, going back for like a long time. Like I like a lot of offense. I'm going to try to pitch. I like to hit some home runs. That's the one that I like to play. So I'm going to look probably for a wall preset that has like really short dimensions. Now I think they didn't talk about this today, but I'm pretty sure you can edit the elevation of the stadium. And it goes up to like Coors Field. So we'll have to see on that. But I think I'm going to probably use one of those wall presets and try to make like a real, I just want to make like a bandbox stadium that I can hit a bunch of home runs in personally. But if you edit one of those wall presets at all, if you mess with the wall at all, you cannot use the stadium online anymore. So what they're trying to do is give us that flexibility and offline to do whatever we want, to have like a good time. But what they're also trying to do is like, if you go online with one of these creative stadiums, like there's some rules so there's not like a lot of griefing with the stadium. So I think that's a big time win. Like that was a really smart way to approach it. I feel like that's a way that a lot of people in the community wanted them to approach it as well. Now they talked a little bit about some of the haptic feedback on the controller as well. Basically, like with the haptic feedback, like if you feel like what you're seeing on screen should kind of reflect how the controller feels. So if you're diving, it's going to feel like that on like one side of the controller. It's going to feel different if you get the perfect. It's going to feel different if you get jammed. So there's a focus on that this year. Personally, I usually play with the vibration off, but if you're into that kind of stuff, it should be on point. I imagine they did a really good job with that this year. Well, that's pretty much what you needed to know from the stream. If you want to see the full stream, it's always going to be up on their YouTube channel. So you can always go rewatch the entire thing. I just kind of try to break it down, give some of my opinion on what I thought about it. And I cannot wait for the game. I can't wait for the Diamond Dynasty stream, honestly, as well. Well, I hope you have a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, peace out.